So why start with strength? Why not anything else? So there's a ton of studies that show that focusing on your strengths goes beyond increasing your feelings of work as a calling. If we kind of do this exercise today, it's going to seep into other areas of your life. It's going to help you cope with work-related stress, maybe even the stress related to the job search. It's going to increase job satisfaction and productivity at work, promote feelings of positive emotions, maybe leading to greater creativity and problem solving. And it can even increase your overall sense of well-being. However, there is one caveat, and that is that you can overuse your strengths, but we'll talk about that later. First, one step at a time. We're going to identify our strengths first. So how can we identify our strengths? There are two very famous. There's many ways to identify your strengths. I think innately we know what our strengths are. If you think about it, you reflect about it. And there are two major tests to identify. One of them is the Gallup Clifton Strengths Test. I'm a certified Gallup Strengths coach. It's about $60, and it talks about talents at work. So they're very specific to work. And then there are VS strengths, and they were developed by academics, in particular Martin Seligman from the University of Pennsylvania. And these are free. So if you wanted to take the VS character strength online, you could just Google it and take it. Not right now, of course. I have another way of accessing that, or at least identifying it, which is not as scientific, but I think it's pretty good. And what's great about these VS strengths is that they're character strengths. So once you take them, yes, you can apply them to work, but they can also work with your relationships, with your other areas of your life, improving health. So I highly recommend taking this particular, the VIA character strengths. They're free. And if you want to go deeper into strengths for work, I would recommend the Gallup survey. So we're going to do a little exercise here, not so scientific, but I think it still works. And that is, if you take a look at these character strengths from VIA, and you just read through each one, take a look and see, oh, actually, this sounds like me. This sounds like me. And without this strength, I wouldn't be me. So I'll invite you to just read them, identify it, and we're going to go delve a little deeper into this. Once you have identified your strength, maybe put it in the chat. So for now, just one. For now, just one, just for our, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be something that you're like, yes, this is me. Okay, so we've got, oh, Millery, my friend Millery, thank you for introducing me to 40 plus. And Nina says perseverance. Thank you. Honesty, Jody. Humility, Shelley. That's, I think, one of the rarest strengths. Honesty, humor, teamwork, lovely. I would say I'm learner. So after I created this presentation, I have a huge reference of all the academic papers I created. Okay, so now that you've identified your one strength, top strength, just for today, knowing that you have many more, just for today, think about one example of how this strength has shown up at work in the past. Take a couple minutes to write that down. And as you write it down, just notice what you feel in your body. This is the yoga teacher in me, How does it feel to remember applying this strength at work in the past? One specific example. And if you can't think about an example at work, I would say maybe it's at a volunteer position. Maybe it's in a family setting. Just savor that memory And again, I'll ask you to see what sensations come up if that's accessible to you.